uh, with things, you see. And I will introduce the subject, but most important is that today we have Nimesh is a special invitee, you see, for explaining what this subject is, because this subject is a very important subject in life, you see. And then Vipul Modi on our invitation has joined today. You see, welcome Vipul. Yeah. So, shall we start?
Yes, yes, we can start. Welcome everyone to the meeting and also to the discussion. For the people who have joined for the first time, I mean, we know them, but they've joined for the first time, like Vipul ji, like Nimesh ji. So, this discussion is held every alternate Saturday. We call the meeting Meaningful Discussions. To give you a very short and a basic premise, we started because we spend a lot of our day, our week, our month, and our year and our life discussing about many things which don't really hold much meaning to our lives and to life in general. So we thought, why not dedicate 1 hour where all like minded people can come together, have a discussion on what is meaningful in life, what holds true value in life, uh, discuss the theory, discuss how we have applied it to our lives through experiences and examples, and as a result of that, then use it in our lives to make our lives and other people's lives better. So that is the premise of the meeting. Today we have Nimesh ji, Nimesh Chenoy. Welcome, Nimesh ji. I believe that Linesh Sheth has had a word with you about this. So, without any further delay, I'll invite you to speak and then we can move on to the others. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks. Linesh bhai, as usual, can call any time of the day or night, and he will put a thought in your mind and say, Nimesh, આ કરવાનું છે. That is to be done, is to be done. So I look forward to his challenges. On the outside, I don't know how qualified I am to say what I'm going to say, but these are things that I've read, preached, and learned. So it's a close group of sharing. So I'm going to share about what I have done so far and what I feel the topic is about. The topic Linesh Bhai has given is a very thought-provoking one as usual. This time, the topic is linear thinking versus quantum thinking. Most of us lead our lives in general through the regular day to day रोज का मारा मारी चालू है, means, and our thoughts are more towards the closest goal possible. We all behave like electrical currents, take the shortest path available and flow through it. So wherever we get a chance to see something happening, we take it. And unfortunately, we've been also conditioned that way right from the birth. So our thinking is all linear in general. So if you look at it, as we were growing up, everything we have done or thought about is linear and it's trend based, it's logical, right? So if you went to school and you were not a very good student and you kept getting 30s and 40s, your teacher will say chal 50 to try kar 50, and he will work hard towards 50, and when you get 50 you will say chal very good, I achieved my goal and I am done with it. But that thought in the teacher will be कि ये लड़का तो मतलब 50 ले है तो बहुत है. So that thought is always incremental and is in trend based. It's always based on data, empirical data we have, and this is something we apply in our lives whether we know it or not. We do it with our own personal goals. So if you were to say that you want to become a multi-billionaire today, all of us will start having doubts in our minds the minute we say it. Okay, so that is one thing that is there. Limiting thoughts or linear thoughts have been programmed into us. The way it has been programmed is through our upbringing, our schooling. So as I was discussing with Papa just 5 minutes before, and he gave a very brilliant example, is that if you want to learn how to drive a car, we will say cycle चलाना आता है क्या? साइकिल सीख लो. साइकिल सीख लिया, वेरी गुड, अभी बाइक सीख लो. टू व्हीलर आ गया क्या? तो अभी हम गाड़ी चला सकते हैं. Whereas there is no prerequisite for you to ride a car from day one. But it's a thought process we are all imbibed with, I guess. And then what are the other limiting myths that has made us really think this way? One is, that big is bad. So we've always been told, like our thought process has always began with, if you look at the Hindi movies, what is it that has influenced us from childhood are our mythological stories. Ravan had the big Sona ka Lanka, but he was a bad man. And Ramji was doing Vanvas with absolutely nothing on him, and he was the hero. And you take it to any Bollywood movie, Shakal would be the guy with all the technology and the Shark Tank, and you will see the heroes are going on two-wheelers who have no idea. So we've been programmed to think in a linear fashion that we have to, big is bad. We cannot think big because big मतलब कुछ तो झोल होगा ना. अंबानी के पास इतना पैसा मतलब कुछ तो झोल किया होगा, नहीं तो इतना पैसा आएगा कैसा. So we cannot assume that something is right because it's big. So we start our thinking blocks right from there. We have these limiting beliefs that we've been programmed to, but also in every single thing we do, we have this myth that big is bad. So if you know, if you follow English movies, and there was a very popular dialogue by Gordon Gekko, which was "Greed is good," and it's a brilliant movie which was on Wall Street. But how he says greed is good is in a very, very negative way, but it's a good thing. You need to be greedy about certain things, but that greed can be for positive things. It need not always tend to be negative. So, first change the thinking from linear. So going incremental, greed is good. Second, two other points are that willpower and discipline. So we believe to become very big or very good, you need to have ब्रिलियंट डिसिप्लिन. मतलब वो बहुत डिसिप्लिन आदमी है, 4 बजे उठता है, रोज दौड़ने जाता है, ये करता है, इसीलिए वो सक्सेसफुल है. And I am not successful because I cannot be this disciplined, right? And willpower is available not at my will call. Means I have willpower in the morning, but in the evening my willpower has gone for a toss when I'm going to bed. When I wake up again, I don't know whether my willpower is going to support me or is going to be fully charged to do what I want. So willpower is not at your will call, but you need willpower and discipline only enough to form a habit. And as many people have said, like the monk who sold his Ferrari and others, they have said, Robin Sharma says that if you want to form any habit, take 66 days is all it takes to form a habit. So हमको discipline or willpower is needed for 66 days. At the end of 66 days, if you make it a habit, whatever you choose, you can choose to drive a car. You learn to drive a car the first time, your focus is on the accelerator, kaun sa hai, brake kaun sa hai, clutch kaun sa hai. And every 3 seconds, you're looking back at your leg, did I press the right button or not? Did I change the gear in the first or not? After 60 days of driving, you are listening to a song, talking to somebody, thinking your thoughts, meditating while driving your car. Your body is driving from Bombay to Pune. But your thoughts will be probably in Mauritius, it can be in Mexico, it can be doing the next big deal you wanted. That's where your mind is, because it's become a habit. So we need discipline, we need willpower only to form a habit. Once you form it as a habit, then it can go on as a mechanical thing and you are free to think anything else you want. So we are limiting ourselves because we feel we have limited willpower or limited discipline. We only want willpower or discipline to form a habit. Once it's formed, it will do its job. We have to form the next habit. So this is where I feel the myths or lies that are, stopping us to achieve whatever we wanted. So I have read a book and I truly believe in it. It's called The Secret. So for all those who know Shah Rukh Khan, the favorite dialogue, इतनी शिद्दत से तुम्हें पाने की कोशिश की है कि हर जर्रे ने तुझसे मिलाने की साजिश की है. Yeah, that's true to the every second word it says. It was translated by the writer, but the original words were from Paulo Coelho, and where he said, when you want something, all the universe will conspire in it, helping you to achieve it. So all you have to do is believe, ask, believe, and receive. So there is no limit to what you can do. So why limit yourself to linear thinking? Now, what is quantum thinking? Now, quantum thinking, जैसे कोई quantum बोलता है ना, when Linesh bhai said quantum thinking, I was saying मेरे को मेरा वो physics book वापस निकालना पड़ेगा. वो Einstein किसी ने लिखा था quantum physics. So, does quantum physics have something to do with, quantum thinking? Yes and no. Quantum means a big leap or a big jump that you want. Why limit yourself to thinking you cannot make an impact? All of you know what is a domino? Domino देखा है? छोटे छोटे blocks होते हैं ना? If you topple one, बहुत सारे गिर जाते हैं. Did you also know that a domino has an impact? कि it can topple the next brick next to it can be 50% larger. मतलब 2 इंच का ब्रिक है, 3 इंच को गिरा सकता है. 3 इंच 5 इंच को गिरा सकता है. 5 इंच जो है वो ऑलमोस्ट 7.5 इंच को गिरा सकता है. If you line up 18 dominoes 50% higher and you ask a small child, maybe 3-month-old, to topple over a matchbox, 2 इंच बड़ा matchbox, अगर वो धक्का मारेगा तो 18 times later Eiffel Tower गिर जाएगा. No jokes. This is called geometric progression, which means that if a domino is toppled, the only effort required was to topple the first domino, which was 2 inches big and a small child could do it. The impact will be the Eiffel Tower. 18 falls down, Eiffel Tower will fall down. If you continue to 31 such falls, you will jump over Mount Everest by 3,000 feet. If you further had the heart and continued only 57 topples from the first time you dropped it, you will jump over the moon. So what does this mean? Quantum jumps require think big, act very small. राइट. क्वांटम हम डर जाते कि हम इतना बड़ा स्टेप कैसे लेंगे. मतलब महात्मा गांधी को इंडिया को इंडिपेंडेंस दिलाने के लिए पहले दिन से बिजनेस प्लान नहीं बनाने का था कि मैं 10 लाख आदमी को इधर से इधर चलाऊंगा तो मेरा काम हो जाएगा. He had to only know that I have to get India independence, to which I need to have everybody believe in one cause and walk the path. And by walking the path himself, everything else followed suit. People joined in from violence or non-violence. Everybody joined because the objective was one, that was to get India independence. And it took 200 years for the Britishers to be here. But from the first thought of inception of freedom, it took less than, 1 to 2 years to get freedom, which was practically unthinkable. Means if I have not lived in that era, thanks to everybody present, but imagine being in a time when everything was British controlled and you had to take a call on whether you can do a business or not, whether you can walk a particular way or not. How difficult was that thought process? And in that thought process, if I was to tell you that you are free to do anything you want, it would have been an unimaginable concept. But this quantum jump has been able to do by simple thinking and taking one action. So I believe that think global, act local. आप बड़ा से बड़ा सोचो. बड़ा से means don't think small at all. मतलब अगर आपको एक छोटा एक्सपेरिमेंट करना है तो आप ये देख लो, in anything you want to make an impact. Okay, whenever you make your business plan or whenever you do something and your sales guys or anybody will say कि mandi hai, there is no scope, you simply take a piece of paper and tell them how many people are there in the world who need this product. In the world, not in your country, not in your city. पूरे वर्ल्ड में कितने लोगों को चाहिए? What is the global size of impact that you want? And then break it down कि आज कितना है. So if the global market share is 100%, your market share will never, मतलब Apple is the richest company in the world and their market share is 7%, only 7%. So मतलब अगर आपको देखना है कि कितना बड़ा impact हो सकता है, think global, but act local. What is in your control you can act upon. Act on that small thing. There's a beautiful book I'm reading called The One Thing. If you have not read it, please read it. It is available in Hindi, Gujarati, Marathi, every language possible. And one thing there is a guy called Pareto who wrote a principle which says 80-20. I don't know. Most of you are familiar with this 80-20 concept, I think. To make it bluntly, 80% of the roads in your city, 20% of the roads in the city carry 80% of the traffic. Baki 80% roads to free hai. Only 20% of the roads are carrying 80% traffic. Similarly, only 20% students in the class study, 80% to aise hi baithe rehte hain. They are the ones who get the top marks, right? So if you look at that 80-20 principle, he says everything you do has an 80-20 principle to it. If you look at that 80-20 principle and you go to an extreme of it, what is an extreme? मुझे अगर दुनिया जीतनी है, गुजराती में पिक्चर है तो ने जग जीतવું છે, તો જો જગ જીતવું હોય તો તમને 100 કામ કરવા પડે ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ. તો 100 કામ કરશો તો તમને 100% રિઝલ્ટ મળશે. તો આકે છે 80-20, એટલે હું 80% કામ કરી 20% કામ કરીશ તો મને 80% રિઝલ્ટ મળશે. Am I clear? I do 20% work will give me 80% result. તો હવે 20% નું પાછું આપણે પરેટો કરીએ તો 20% નું 80% કરશો ને તો that means હું 4 કામ કરું ને તો મને અહીંયા જે મને 80% રિઝલ્ટ મળ્યું હતું ને એનો 80% એટલે 64% રિઝલ્ટ મળશે. So from 100, I chose 20. That will give me 80% result. From 20, I choose again that 80-20 rule, which means I will do 4 tasks to give me 64% result. If I do 20% of 4 tasks, it's only one thing, only one task. And if I do 80% of 64%, it will come close to 49-50%. એટલે જેટલું હોમવર્ક આપ્યું એમાંથી એક હોમવર્ક તમે કરી લો ને રાઈટ વાળું જેનો કાલે સબમિશન છે તો તમારું 50% કામ થઈ ગયું. So basically, if you can short down, so you make a very big goal, you know, whatever is your goal, don't limit yourself. I mean, read The Secret or hear it, it's translated in almost all languages. Think global, make an unrealistic goal. એમ કે ને કે તમારો ગોલ જો તમારો જે ગોલ છે એ સાંભળીને લોકો હસવા ન માંડે ને તો એ ગોલ તમે ડિફાઇન નથી કર્યો. You underestimated your goal. So you should plan your goal which is so huge that it looks ridiculous, you know. So they call it big, hairy, audacious goal, or in Gujarati bhag. So if your goal is that big, yeah.
You have explained things very well, very, very well. But I think that we need contribution from other people who have similar experiences in their particular life, small life, or in a large way. You see, you have come in a large way, but we have people who have doing it in a small way in their life, but they are jumping. They have jumped the incremental way of thinking. So I will invite other people to participate.
If we look at it from the humanist movement's point of view, we have 3 aphorisms. As he rightly said, that you need thoughts to produce action. So, पहले विचार आना जरूरी है. So the first aphorism says thoughts produce and attract action. अभी पॉसिबल है मुझे सुबह विचार आया कि अभी तो यार बॉडी थोड़ा कोरोना टाइम में बढ़ गया है तो वजन कम करने के लिए रोज चलना चाहिए, या ऐसे लाइक दिस इन ऑल द स्फीयर्स ऑफ लाइफ वी गेट वेरियस आइडियाज एंड वी थिंक ये करना है, but they are thoughts and maybe many times we do, many times we don't do anything, any action on that. These thoughts come and then we go in the stream of life and it sucks you and you are not able to implement it. So there are 3 aphorisms basically. The first one is thoughts produce and attract action. But when you add one more small element of faith in that, that is thoughts with faith produce stronger action, produce and attract stronger action. So that is मैं ये कर सकूंगा, ये faith जरूरी है, तो possibly your action will be stronger. And the third aphorism is thoughts with faith, but repeated with faith, produce and attract strongest action. तो जो विचार आते हैं, अगर उसमें विश्वास है कि मैं कर सकूंगा, जैसे आपने बताया कि कई बार लोगों को विश्वास नहीं होता है मैं कर सकूंगा कि नहीं, तो देन दे डिसाइड इंक्रीमेंटल थॉट्स. But when thoughts with faith and when repeated with faith, मैं ये कर सकूंगा, मैं ये कर सकूंगा, या मैं करना चाहता हूँ, ये मुझे करना ही है, ये मुझे करना ही है, एंड सुबह दिन रात सपने में भी अगर जब ये विचार बार बार आते हैं कि मुझे ये करना ही है, then that produces and attracts strongest action. So this is how I relate what you are saying, कि इंक्रीमेंटल में क्या होता है, करेंगे तो होगा, तो करेंगे, ट्राई करेंगे एंड ऑल दैट थिंग. मे बी लिटिल, ऑफ कोर्स थॉट्स जरूरी है, थॉट्स आया तो करेंगे, थॉट्स आया ही नहीं तो करेंगे ही नहीं शायद, पर उसके साथ में अगर एलिमेंट ऑफ फेथ एंड रिपीटेशन का एलिमेंट ऐड करते हैं तो यू कैन पॉसिबली गेट द बेस्ट ऑफ द रिजल्ट्स. फिर खाली थॉट से शायद मुझे लगता है इंक्रीमेंटल काम होगा, बट व्हेन दे आर रिपीटेड विथ फेथ possibly it will not be a incremental jump, it will be a quantum jump. Because आपको दूसरा कुछ नहीं, जैसे मुझे खाली अर्जुन को मच्छी की आंख दिखती है और कुछ नहीं दिखता है, खाली ओनली दैट फोकस एंड दैट रिपीटेडली मैं ये करना ही चाहता हूँ और यही करना चाहता हूँ और ये मैं करके ही रहूंगा. When that faith is there, I can do it and I want to do it again and again. That gives the best possible result.
Good.
Thank you, Vipulji. So, you said, Vipulji said three things. One is thoughts produced action. Second is thoughts with faith produce stronger action. But thoughts repeated with faith or repeated thoughts with faith produce the strongest action. Now,
और भी हैं, produce and attract also. जैसा आप करते हैं, अगर हमारा विचार बहुत पॉजिटिव है तो हमें लोगों का रिस्पांस भी पॉजिटिव मिलता है.
Correct, right. So, Vipulji, if you could just share, because I know you are a part of the humanist movement. I've met you also personally 2-3 times, and we all know that you do a lot of things. So, probably, you could share one example which could elicit these three principles, so we also know how to apply it in our lives. कोई भी example from personal life, from the humanist movement, from your professional life, कुछ भी.
मैंने I did these aphorisms some 2 weeks back in our Humanist Party's personal work meeting. So that time I gave this example कि you remember once Shen Won said मुझे रात को भी सपने में डरावना सचिन तेंदुलकर दिखता है और उसके बाद मेरी बॉलिंग खराब हो जाती है, सचिन दिखता है तो whenever I face सचिन, तो अभी क्या है कि उसका थॉट प्रोसेस जो है, तो सचिन ने इतना शॉट मारा उसको कि उसकी थॉट प्रोसेस सत्यानाश हो गई, मतलब उसका पूरा फेथ जीरो हो गया और उसको बार बार वही डरावने सपने आना चाहते. दिस इज व्हाट ही एक्चुअली इन एन इंटरव्यू सेड दैट मुझे ऐसा हुआ. तो नाउ सी फ्रॉम सचिन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू कि उसने सोचा कि ये शेन वॉर्न को ठोकना ही है, ऐसा ठोका. शेन वॉर्न इज वन ऑफ द ग्रेटेस्ट स्पिन बॉलर्स इन वर्ल्ड, और उसने सोचा कि इसको तो छोड़ेंगे ही नहीं, ठोक के ऐसा ठोकेंगे कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया का पूरा कॉन्फिडेंस खलास हो जाएगा. एंड दैट थॉट चेंज एंटायर इक्वेशन.
So I think that Anuj, it is time that we introduce a new dimension to our way of thinking. You see, the subject remaining same, I think that we have to consider the two aspects of the incremental thinking and quantum thinking. You see, so one is external aspect, like Nimesh has very aptly described uh, very profusely the dimension of being big. You see, uh, that is external progress. You see, is related to quantum thinking, but internal progress in the same way is related to evolution. You see, it is when
Sorry,
so
I didn't
we
get that. Internal progress is
related to evolution,
evolution.
like you progress externally, you also progress internally. Ah, so uh, so yeah, yeah, you, you were asking something.
No, no,
I
please go on.
think what Linesh Bhai had shared, Linesh Bhai had shared one example of Nipun Mehta. While Linesh Bhai was
Hmm.
talking to me earlier, to just explore this path of think quantum in internal growth.
Hmm.
So
Yes.
Nipun Mehta, yeah. So see, in today's world, everybody was a receiver. બધાને જોઈએ છે. Everybody wants more. But how do you convert this thought from wanting more to more givers in the world? So Nipun Bhai had a very great idea, and he started something called experiment, which became Karma Cafe in US, and it's a big hit. Where he said that whoever is eating their meals, they get a bill which says $0. You finish your meal, you get a bill which says $0. Since somebody has paid your bill, it is up to you if you feel like donating for the next person who's going to come in to eat. The amount can be yours, the choice is yours. So બહુ સારી રીતે કહેવાયું છે કે mercy is twice blessed, one who receives, one who gives. પણ તમને આપતા શીખવાડવું, a habit to start giving more was inculcated in others, and internal growth or happiness by sheer sharing of what you did. You paid the same bill for what you had, but you feel you did it for somebody else, gives that freedom of thought and happiness and internal growth. Similarly, he has done many other experiments and which have become successful. While I was in Melbourne, Australia, there was a restaurant there which started something similar. There was no price. There was no price tag to anything on the menu, and there was no fixed menu. It's like Apna Kitchen. You just go there and you can order whatever you feel like. If you feel like making that something is not on the menu, you are free to go in and make it for everybody. So you go to there, you feel like making poha, you make poha for everyone who's there. And people pay for what they feel. They don't pay for the food they ate. And this was another thing that became, so people who went there, old couples who went there to have a cup of coffee just to see the community get together, they started, they would pay about $20-30 for a cup of tea. But it was not the cup of tea that you are paying for. It's the inner, you're paying to keep this sustained, for the attribute for others to start giving and start contributing to others' lives.
Hmm.
This was what I
So
wanted to share.
yeah, so in my case, as Nimesh said, you see, it happened many years back. You see, when I had nothing to give. You see, uh, and I was always wanting something, wanting something. So there was an external progress after. You see, but I was a regular meditator, and I thought that life has to deliver something, deliver something. And then I saw in those days a new concept of courier. You see, that is courier always uh, delivered uh, not from one place but delivered from many places. You see, to anyone who wants to receive it. You see, so I thought that when he can deliver. uh, somebody's goods and things. I cannot, why I cannot deliver somebody's thoughts, good thoughts, and deliver to other people. This is how soil started. You see, that uh, soil is not an original thing, but we have collected wisdom, thoughts from many schools, many masters. You see, what we are trying to deliver is acting like a delivery boy. You see, and uh, we are like Amazon. You see, uh, we have ourselves no message, no product, but we distribute others' products, which are good products, to all over the world. This is how we started with a neighborhood girl, for example. What happened is that when I was meditating, there is a neighbor of mine who came to ask for a salt from my wife, you see. And then the salt was given, but I asked her to sit with me for 5 minutes. So I told her, Mansha, he is now our member, you see, is the salt giving collect salt is the only thing that you can do, or you can do something else, you see, uh, which is bigger. Why you cannot deliver other messages to this? And then she joined and she started meditating and she started teaching others and all that. So the whole idea is to start from what I can deliver, whether it is external or internal. These are two directions we have. So if we want to deliver internal, you see, then we have to deliver positivity, deliver good thoughts, deliver good actions to the world all over like a courier. You see, where we have no philosopher, we are nothing, but we are changing the world. We are changing the idea of that world. It is possible to change the world. You see, um, like me, Parimal Bhai is there, Vipul is there, hundreds of people all around the world in 110 countries are doing the same thing. You see, and this is why we have to check whether incrementally I am growing incrementally inside, or I am having a quantum jump, in the sense that what kind of human being I was, getting angry at uh, a small comment from somebody, you see, or remaining calm in front of great excitement. You see, the, this change within me is a quantum change. Yes. So I am changing the internally in a quantum way. You see, and it all started with a very simple thing. You see that one day I got up uh, and I said at 7:15 I have a meeting. Therefore, 7 in the morning I should be ready, and I was ready at 7 o'clock. You see, while going in a taxi, I was thinking that what a great capacity I have. You see, that I decide that I should be at 7, and I was ready at 7. That means that I have something within me, you see, which pursues, which conforms, and therefore I have this capacity to implement what I think. You see, what Vipul was saying, you see, think. And then I repeatedly thought that I'm capable of this, I'm capable of this. And this is how things in my life has changed. You see, this is very important. Mm. Well, let us discuss the other things. Mm.
I think like this that what happens is when you only have a thought, or you begin with a thought, and maybe these are all, many times we have casual thoughts. I mean, just chalte chalte vichar aaya ki aisa karna chahiye, waisa karna chahiye. What happens is that mostly they have possibility to be implemented like incremental thoughts only. बिकॉज हमारे विचार भी इतने स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं होते हैं, और हमारे उसका उसका रिपीटेशन भी नहीं होता है. बट व्हाट हैपेंस इज दैट व्हेन these thoughts are very strong, also there is a great amount of element of faith that I can do it, and there is a great element of, I mean, there is a good amount of repetition that yes, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. Then the possibility of that thought converting into, instead of incremental, converting into quantum jump. ये बार बार यही विचार आते हैं ना, तो the result turns out to be quantum. That is what I feel.
Great, thank you, Vipulji. So one example which just came to my mind right now. So this is my son, by the way, who's sitting with me. His name is Prabhansh. So he has made a small bow out of वो ट्यूबलाइट के वायर का जो पट्टी आता है ना. So he's made a small bow. I wish I could show it to you, but it's broken right now. And he's tied a string around it to make the bow. Now I realize that since you spoke about thoughts with faith, whenever he has to use that bow, what he does is I just take the bow and shoot it. What he does is he'll make the bow, he'll hold the bow in his hand like this, he'll close his eyes, and he'll say, what do you say, Anshu? Jai Shri Ram. He says Jai Shri Ram, and then he hits the bow. So this is my understanding of thoughts with repeated faith, and I think if we can be innocent like children, and we can do the same thing whenever we sit to do anything internally, like for example Shivlila ji or Linesh ji for meditation, or externally like you are doing for the humanist movement. I'm sure that we will definitely achieve success for ourselves as well as for the others who are there in our life. Thank you, Nimesh ji. So, yeah, since I spoke of Shivlila ji, I would just like to invite her to speak next, because our last session, believe it or not, Vipul ji, was about faith. It was about faith, and she came up with the idea that we should do a meaningful discussion on thoughts with faith. And I know that she has grown a lot. Transformed a lot internally and has helped a lot of people transform externally also. So Shivlila ji, I would request you to speak Hindi, English, जिसमें भी आप comfortable हो. Please share your thoughts and examples.
Okay, good morning all of you. मैं अभी हिंदी में बात करना चाहती हूँ, मुझे कंफर्टेबल रहेगा. तो सोचने के अलग अलग ढंग रहते हैं. तो आवाज आती है ना मेरी?
जी जी आ रही है आपकी आवाज.
तो सोचने के अलग अलग ढंग रहते हैं. कोई विश्लेषण करके सोचता है, कोई सोच के बोलता है, कोई बोलकर सोचता है, कोई पॉजिटिव सोचता है, कोई निगेटिव सोचता है. ये हर एक अलग अलग तरीके के सोच है. तो मैं सबसे पहले ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि अपनी जो सोच है वो पॉजिटिव बनने के लिए अपने खुद के ऊपर हम लोग ध्यान देना चाहिए, और मेडिटेशन, खुद के लिए, अपने सोच के लिए टाइम देना चाहिए. तो इस प्रकार के अलग अलग सोच रहते हैं. और इंक्रीमेंटल सोच में प्रोग्रेसिव सोच रहते हैं. तो इसमें क्या होता है, तो एक छोटी सी सोच आती है तो हम लोग उसके साथ बढ़ जाते हैं. तो इंक्रीमेंटल सोच में अपने घर में, अपने परिस्थितियों में, अपने आजू बाजू में प्रोग्रेस कर सकते हैं. जैसे कि मैंने जब 10 साल हाउसवाइफ थी और मैं मेडिटेशन करती गई तो मुझे पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग आने लगे. तो कुछ तो मुझे करना है. अभी विपुल जी बोले कि आई डू. तो जो
शिवलीला जी, रिक्वेस्ट थोड़ा और जोर से बोलेंगे, थोड़ा जोर से. क्या ये रिकॉर्ड करके फिर मैं अपलोड करूंगा ना, तो आवाज अच्छे से आनी चाहिए और कुछ नहीं.
नहीं, क्यों ना. तो अभी विपुल जी बोले कि आई डू जो ये थिंक आता है उसके लिए मेडिटेशन कंपलसरी और खुद के लिए टाइम देना चाहिए। तो मैं 10 साल हाउसवाइफ थी और मेरा एजुकेशन भी कम था, लेकिन मुझे ऐसे अंदर से मन से होता था कि मैं अभी हाउसवाइफ नहीं रहूंगी, मुझे कुछ तो करना है। तो ये विचार से मैंने एक छोटी सी स्कूल खोली। चलो हम बच्चों को 10-15 बच्चों को लेके स्कूल चलाएंगे। तो उसमें मेडिटेशन करते करते वो विचारों में इतना विश्वास आ गया और पॉजिटिविटी बढ़ गई और 15 बच्चे इतने अच्छे बन गए मेरे से। तो मुझ में एक बड़ी सोच आ गई, क्वांटम थिंग्स। तो इंक्रीमेंटल थिंग से क्वांटम थिंग में मैं विचार करने लगी। तो इससे इतना बदलाव आ गया कि 15 से जो किचन में मैं 15 बच्चे लेके स्कूल चलाती थी, अभी 300 बच्चों की स्कूल। तो मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि इंक्रीमेंटल सोच से अपनी परिस्थिति, अपनी लोकल में हम प्रोग्रेस कर सकते हैं, लेकिन दुनिया को बदलना है, दुनिया में बदलाव लाना है तो क्वांटम थिंग होना चाहिए। और ये कब बढ़ता है? मेडिटेशन करने के बाद। और बड़ा सोच दुनिया को बदल देता है। जैसे कि हम लोग छोटे छोटे थे, गांव में रहती थी, बैलगाड़ी रहती थी, उसके बाद कार आ गई। तो कार आ गई तो इतना बड़ा बदलाव नहीं आया, लेकिन जब एरोप्लेन आ गया तो पूरा जगत में बदलाव आ गया। ये क्वांटम थिंग का एक एग्जाम्पल, बहुत सारे ऐसे एग्जाम्पल रहते हैं। लेकिन हमें अपने में जो छोटे विचारों से बड़े विचार आते हैं, लेकिन उसको कैसा अपने अंदर से कैसे हम लोग प्रोग्रेस करेंगे, तो अपने खुद को बहुत सारा टाइम देना चाहिए। और दूसरी बात है कि मैं जब बच्चों को पढ़ाती थी तो मेरे बच्चे तीनों भी, और एक मेरा सपना था कि जब मैं 10वीं कक्षा पास करके मैं मेरा लाइफ अलग तरीके से जीने लगी। और मेरी फ्रेंड थी, 1st से 10वीं तक हम दोनों साथ में पढ़े, और उसका एजुकेशन होके वो यूएस गई। तो हम लोग बात करते थे कि 9th में कि हम लोग दोनों भी एक साथ पढ़ेंगे, एक साथ कहाँ भी जाना है वहां पे जाएंगे, लेकिन दोनों मिलके ही रहेंगे। लेकिन वो मेरा विचार और हमारा दोनों का एक विचार, हम लोग दोनों अलग अलग हो गए। वो अमेरिका गई मेरी सहेली, और मैं यहीं पे मेरे अलग जीवन जी रही थी। लेकिन वही एक सोच रह गया था कि मैं अमेरिका नहीं जा सकी। तो एक सोच, छोटी सोच, वो मेरे दिमाग से कभी नहीं गई। मैं मेरा अलग जीवन जी रही थी। मेरा स्कूल चालू हो गया, मुझे 3 बच्चे हो गए। और एक था कि मेरे बच्चे अच्छे एजुकेशन लेंगे और सब बच्चे मेट्रो सिटी में ही जाएंगे, क्योंकि हमारा डिस्ट्रिक्ट प्लेस आता है लातूर। और मैं यही चाहती थी कि मेरे बच्चे अच्छे एजुकेशन लेना चाहिए और अच्छा सिटी में उनका प्रोग्रेस होना चाहिए। तो एक सपना पूरा हो गया कि मेरी बड़ी बेटी इंजीनियर हो गई और एक बड़े घर के, उनकी जो जिसकी खुद की कंपनी है, उनके घर में उसका विवाह हो गया और बाद में उसको भी जॉब लग गया और वो अच्छे उसके जीवन में अभी बहुत प्रोग्रेस मोड पर है। और सेकेंड वाली बच्ची जो है, मेरा 10वीं का सोच था कि हम दोनों सहेली बाहर जाके जॉब करेंगे, पढ़ाई करेंगे। तो मेरी पल्लवी सेकेंड वाली बच्ची कंप्यूटर बीई करके अभी वो एमएस करने के लिए यूएस के लिए गई। ये मेरा खुद का अनुभव है कि छोटा विचार जो है तो ऐसा पकड़ के रखना चाहिए और उसको बड़ा बनाने का विश्वास रखना चाहिए कि ये होना ही है मेरे जीवन में और उसको आना ही। मैं नहीं गई तो मेरी बेटी तो जाने वाली ही है। मैं तीनों से एक बच्चों को तो मैं फॉरेन भेजना ही चाहती हूँ और भेजूंगी, ये मेरा विश्वास था। और अभी प्रतीक भी बड़े इंडस्ट्रीज में अभी जॉब कर रहा है। तो मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि जो सोच है वो इस हर एक की बड़ी सोच और छोटी सोच रहती है, लेकिन वो डेवलप कैसे होता है, तो ये मेरे जीवन का एक एग्जाम्पल है। और
प्राजक्ता जी, हाँ सॉरी सॉरी, समवन वाज सेइंग समथिंग। तो प्राजक्ता जी, बिफोर एक थॉट, दो थॉट आए थे मेरे दिमाग में, बिफोर वो चले जाए मैं एक व्यक्त कर लेता हूँ। आपके 3 बच्चे हैं, तीनों का नाम प से है, राइट? उसी तरह मुझे लगता है कि आपके प्रिंसिपल्स और जिस तरह से आप जीवन जीते हैं, उसमें भी 3 प है। यदि हम सब मिलके ये प प्रैक्टिस करना शुरू कर दे, तो आई थिंक हमारी थिंकिंग भी क्वांटम हो सकती है। मैं आपको बताता हूँ वो 3 प क्या है। पहला प है प्रयत्न, यानी एक कोशिश, राइट?
ओके।
दूसरा है पहला है प्रयत्न, दूसरा है, एक्चुअली मैं इमोशनली बोल रहा हूँ तो शायद मैं एक दो भूल जाऊं, बट पहला है प्रयत्न, दूसरा है परिश्रम, जो आप अपने साथ कर रही है, अपने स्कूल के बच्चों के साथ कर रही है, सबके साथ कर रही है। और तीसरा, जैसे आपने एग्जाम्पल दिया एरोप्लेन का, वो है परिवर्तन। सो मेरे ख्याल से अगर आप प्रयत्न और दूसरा प करें, तो परिवर्तन आना मतलब जरूरी है और स्वाभाविक ही है। और जैसे आपने बोला कि आपका सपना था अमेरिका जाने का, अभी मेरे एक अंकल है, वो अमेरिका नहीं बोल पाते हैं, वो बोलते हैं, थैंक यू निमेश जी, वो बोलते हैं अमेरिका, अमेरिका। तो मुझे लगता है कि जिस तरह से आपकी जीवन धारा चल रही है और जिस तरह से आप मतलब अपने घर वालों को, बाहर वालों को इंस्पायर कर रहे हो, आपने अमेरिका का नहीं पर अमीरी का जरिया तो ढूंढ लिया है। मैं इस वाले अमीरी की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं दूसरे अमीरी की बात कर रहा हूँ।
समझ।
दिल का।
हाँ जी। तो ये दो चीजें मुझे बोलनी थी। और एक और चीज आपने बोली कि एक्चुअल जो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन आया, वो आया जब कार से हम प्लेन की तरफ गए। तो मैं जूम आईडी इस समय यूज कर रहा हूँ सिद्धार्थ का। सिद्धार्थ इज नॉट विद अस फिजिकली, मोस्ट ऑफ यू नो हिम, बट ही इज विद अस इन स्पिरिट। उन्होंने अपने बुक में लिखा है, आफ्टर डिस्कसिंग विद लिनेश शेठ, दैट देयर आर 2 काइंड्स ऑफ चेंज। 2 तरह का आपका चेंज आता है। एक है ट्रांसलेशन। ट्रांसलेशन मतलब मेरा एक पानी का ग्लास है, मैंने एक ग्लास से दूसरे ग्लास में डाला, तो मैंने सिर्फ उसका स्टेट चेंज नहीं किया, उसका फॉर्म चेंज किया। दूसरा है ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, मैंने उसको चाय बनाने के लिए उबाल लिया, तो वो परिवर्तन जो है रियल परिवर्तन हो गया। सो आई थिंक एक जो जैसे टेस्ट लिनेश शेठ बोल रहे थे, जानने के लिए कि आपके थॉट्स लीनियर है या क्वांटम है, वो ये है कि उस थॉट से आपका ट्रांसलेशन हो रहा है या सामने वाले का ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन हो रहा है। So that is what I learned from your example. So sorry, someone was saying something, मैंने बीच में बोल दिया, sorry.
नहीं, अभी लोग छोटे थे तब अपने गांव में फोन आता था लैंडलाइन का, तो बुकिंग करके हम लोग 1 आवर वेट करते थे दूसरों के लिए बोलने के लिए। अभी मेरी पल्लवी गई है तो फेस टाइम करके विदिन 1 सेकेंड में हमारे सामने आ जाती है। तो ये छोटा सोच और बड़ा सोच, ये इतना बदलाव आता है कि पूरा दुनिया में बदल जाता है। और एक एग्जांपल देना चाहती हूँ, अब्दुल कलाम जी थे, एक नदी के किनारे पे बैठे थे, तो एक बर्ड्स को देखा कि ये कैसे बर्ड्स उड़ते हैं। तो वही एक छोटी सी सोच उनके दिमाग में इतना पूरा दिन रात उनके मन में पूरा ये हो रहा था कि ये बर्ड्स कैसे उड़ते हैं। तो उन्होंने स्पेस सैटेलाइट बना दिया और अलग अलग तरीके से स्पेस सैटेलाइट बना के वो स्टाइल बन गया। तो एक अपना बड़ा काम है कि इंक्रीमेंटल थिंग्स एंड कॉन्टिन्यूस का।
Okay, thank you very much सुलीला जी।
अपने पास अनीश एंड मानव है क्या? So I would like that uh, they put their views. No?
हाँ एक
Uh,
minute we'll go to them. I think Jevan ji is trying to say something since a very long time. So
uh,
with your permission, we'll just go to Jevan ji and then we can go to Anish and Manav.
uh,
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 Thank you, Anuj.
Welcome.
Yes, I'm just trying to put the subject is very vast, and there are different dimensions given by individual. However, I will just like to focus on one or two areas. The first concept was that incremental versus quantum. Think big. So my one comment is that if you want to reach the 10th floor, you have to go to first, second, third, fourth. So incremental is as important as a quantum. To achieve quantum, you have to go through the incremental process. That is number one. Number two is that we live in two worlds, the inner world and the outer world. The outer world relates to working, money. The inner world connects to peace, love, satisfaction. In the outer world, basically the transactions are either take, or give and take. But seldom it is give and give. So most of the transactions that you do in the outer world are self-centered. But when you go deep into, when you talk about give and give, it gives you a greater dimension that you think beyond yourself and you think benefits of others. That gives you a quantum picture. When you work for something for the benefit of the other people, not only yourself, you might benefit yourself also in the process, but you think about benefit of others, then the picture changes from incremental to quantum. One more thing which is important, you must have a balance between your inner world and outer world that should be aligned to be able to achieve what you wish to do. And for that, you require a word called integrity. And how do you define integrity? Integrity can be defined in four aspects. One is wanting. Second is feeling. Third is saying. And fourth is doing. I repeat again. The first is that you must have a desire to do something. That is your starting process. Then you start feeling strongly about the process, okay, about the thought that this is what I do. Then you start saying it. That means you keep on repeating yourself that this is what I wish to do. This is what I wish to do. You walk the talk. Okay. Once you do that, then it comes to, it generates action, that you start generating action, doing something. So this brings about the passion. You inspire yourself, you instill a sense of achievement and a purpose in yourself. So when these things happen, it is self-driven, self-propelled, and you are going to get into a bigger picture from small to bigger picture. You'll be able to achieve what you wish to achieve, starting from small to the bigger one.
Jevan ji,
Thank you.
yeah, you first mentioned the four things and then you described them. I was just making notes, but I just got a little lost in between. Can you please mention those four things again?
Yes. Wanting. Wanting is the first, your thought that I wish to do this. I want the thought which comes to your mind. Okay. And then the next is feeling about it. You feel, you attach emotions to it. Once you attach emotions, that thought becomes a driving force. You start thinking about it. So that's a feeling part of it. You attach emotions to that. Then the next part is seeing. It's simply thinking about it or wishing about it is not going to help. You start saying, I need to do this. I wish to do this. I want to do this. And I'm going to do this. So that is called saying. And then that saying itself gets you generate actions for you. Then what do you do to achieve what you are saying? You got to put in the action. Remember, I said you have to put perspiration, introspection, inspiration, perspiration. They are the same thing, different, described differently. So what is happening here is that you are aligning your inner self and outer self together. And when you do that, you are able to achieve a larger picture. When you think about good for others, not only self, then you get into a quantum picture.
Okay, thank you very much, Jaivanji. So I think, I mean, pretty well clarified and explained, and I won't say it will give us a roadmap, but yeah, at least we will have sort of a starting point on how to take things forward. And I think through this discussion, we've got also a lot of good points on how to actually filter or analyze if our thinking is internal or it's quantum. So yeah, I would just like to move on to Anish, Sheth, and also Manav. I know them personally, and I know that they do a lot of things which are also aligned to quantum thinking. So if you could please share examples or your thoughts on the same, that would be great. And welcome, Pallavi.
Hi.
Yes, I think Anish Sheth had unmuted himself.
Hello. Hi, Anuj. Hi, Nimesh, and everybody. Uh, Nimesh, I had a very interesting session. I heard you very well, and of course, you have pointed out a good topic about quantum thinking. Uh, Personally, as we have taken a lot of examples, everybody has spoken about a lot of examples about linear thinking and quantum thinking. Personally, I believe that I'm still not experienced. I have personally not experienced a quantum jump into my life because of thinking, but I have seen my father achieving that several times in life, and I can only cite those examples to you. When we were in humanist movement, and I have witnessed, I was a witness to a mobilization of 10,000 people at Chopati on in November in 1980, 81, I think. And to experience that without any social media, uh, any kind of today's technology that we are living in, and to imagine for a group of 4 or 5 people or a mere 10 people in Bombay thinking about having a mobilization of 10,000 people in Chopati was itself a big jump into their thought process, and they achieved it. And we had a very strong mobilization, a very strong gathering with buses flowing in from all parts of Bombay, and people coming also from other parts of country to listen to Silo. So I believe that, of course, thoughts produce action, but behind the thought, we have always this experience that with me, I have at least experience that we start compromising with thought the moment we start moving ahead in the process. So I think something big, and then as I find it some difficulty, I start making compromises with it and settle down with something which is good enough. But not to do that and continue to pursue the thought as much as we have imagined is something which is very important. And I think that is what should be our takeaway with this meeting, that let's because many times we give quantum thinking experience not with ourselves but with others. So similarly, I am also giving one example of what I have witnessed, but I believe that in my life I have to still experience that quantumness, and for that I have to not compromise with my thoughts. I have to still believe in my thoughts and think big and continue to think big and pursue in that direction more. That's all.
Thank you very much, Anish. I can remember one example. I think this is when I had met you last. So I understand that a lot of us get very, I would say, busy in our lives. Like I'll give you an example from yesterday. There is this Aji who stays next to us, very senior lady. So she comes, and yesterday evening she met me and she told me, what happened, क्या हो गया आजकल मिलता ही नहीं है. And my wife was also coming out of the door at the same time. So I pointed to my wife and told her in Marathi that I don't meet her also nowadays very often, because we tend to get very busy. So why I shared this example is because I remember Anish and Mona both had come on Linesh Sheth's last birthday when I had also visited. And the way they celebrated, the way they wished him, the way they brought the cake, uh, for me this is also quantum thinking, because they could have chosen to spend that time with their work. I know they have a lot of responsibilities also, but they spent that time with him. So I think all actions, like someone was saying earlier, which are externally oriented, service oriented, or thinking about everyone's good, are quantum action. So if you ask me, Anish, if you look at it from my eyes, you still are doing a lot of quantum thinking, and I think you need to give yourself more credit for it.
Thank you. Okay.
Welcome. So,
Yeah.
yeah, Manav is also with us. Manav, would you like to share? I know that you are also a very creative person, and I also know that you also do a lot of things. And first of all, very nice to see you or meet you after a very long time. If you could just,
Yeah,
if possible, switch on
same
your
here.
video and share with us.
Yeah, sure, sure. Just one sec. So, hi, everyone. So I'll just like from my knowledge, I'll just from what I personally feel about what quantum thinking is, I'll just explain it in the simplest way possible. So, quantum thinking, according to me, is acknowledging the fact that there is a universe and there is like something bigger than any one of us, and acknowledging the fact that there is that big thing, and we acknowledging the fact that there is a universe of knowledge around us, universe of learnings around us, universe of possibilities around us. And what quantum thinking helps us is connect to those possibilities, connect to that knowledge, connect to everything. But more than anything else, I feel what quantum thinking helps us doing is stay humble, because once you acknowledge the fact that there is a universe of things that you don't know, you realize that you are a tiny speck of that universe. So that internally creates that kind of humbleness within you, that you are just a speck of this grand universe, and it creates that hunger inside you for you to understand that you can connect to that universe. So that is when incremental thinking starts to come. That is because of the fact that you will take steps to connect to the universe around you. So I feel that are interconnected. Both of them work simultaneously, not if not parallelly together, because quantum thinking helps you acknowledge that there is a bigger presence, and I forgot what I was saying. Incremental thinking helps you connect to that, and both of them eventually help you become a humble human being. So this is my perspective. If anyone wants to add on, let me know.
Okay, so let me just add or just recap what you said, Manav, that quantum thinking is acknowledging that there is a larger presence. However,
Yeah.
for to be one, or to be one with that presence, you also need to do incremental thinking and take incremental actions
Yes.
in order to be a part of that presence. And
Yes.
then this in all leads you to be a more humble and a more giving person, right?
Yes. Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
I think
Thank you very much, Manav. Please do come more often. It's wonderful to have you, because what you have said is, I would say, in a sense, encapsulated the whole discussion.
Yes, yes, definitely.
I think Vipul Modi was trying to say
what
something.
I was
Vipulji?
saying was that incremental thinking is useful when person begins something where he is not aware what he wants to do and what he wants to achieve, and thoughts are also very weak, and he just wants to try out and all. So what happens is that he naturally falls into that incremental thinking process कि पहले एक स्टेप तो लूं, बाद में दूसरा लेता हूँ, फिर बाद में देखता हूँ आगे क्या होता है, पता नहीं है वो जमेगा नहीं जमेगा एंड ऑल दैट थिंग. So I think that way incremental thinking comes when the thoughts are not very clear and not you are not totally determined, and you are not very confident about it. मतलब जो
So
फेज
that's
भी नहीं होता है.
no. So that's why I was saying that you need quantum thinking to understand that there is a direction towards life, or meaning or purpose towards life, and once you've understood that, incremental thing helps you reach there.
Yeah, so I can understand where Manav is coming from. I heard this quote once, which said that you don't have to be great to start, but to be great, you have to start. So I can understand where Manav is coming from, and Vipulji is also right that while we are also taking, the steps, if we can, while taking the step or after taking the step, if we can analyze that, what if I would have taken it with respect to, or keeping the quantum thinking in mind, and then again it's reflection, and that creates a bigger or a deeper impact. So great, great. So we also have Miraji here. Miraji, last time you had given a very good example of an umbrella, and a little child, on how his faith was. Reminded me of what Vipulji said earlier of repeated thoughts with deep faith. So please share something, share your thoughts, experiences, examples, if any, and we'd love to hear. Miraji, you're on mute, I think.
Manoj, you can unmute her, I think.
I have unmuted her, but what happens is that I think she's muted herself again. So just waiting for her to do that. Yes, Miraji, you're unmuted now.
Acha, acha. Okay, okay. So you are able to hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Um, Actually, this topic, when I read, this was really a totally, I was thinking what should be spoken on this topic. But when I'm hearing all of you, I'm really feeling so great and so good. So while listening to this, I'm thinking, okay, what actually happened, what actually I can say about this. So, so when I was small, I was in eighth standard or ninth standard. I always used to see we were having a joint family. So I used to see that my grandfather never allowed any my aunties to study, as they used to enter eighth standard or ninth standard. They were supposed to get married. So I was thinking, "Okay, but no, I don't have to do this. I don't want to get married so soon. First, I want to stand on my feet and I want to मुझे अपने मम्मी पापा का नाम रोशन करना है." तो they allowed me to study 10th standard. I think I was the first child in the family who studied the 10th standard. गर्ल्स में से बॉयज को पढ़ने देते थे पर लड़कियों को पढ़ने नहीं देते थे. तो फिर मैंने जिस दिन मेरा रिजल्ट आया उस दिन मैंने कुछ भी पूरा दिन खाया नहीं पिया नहीं, क्योंकि मैं जिद पे थी कि मुझे पढ़ाई करनी है. और मेरे लिए इन्होंने रिश्ता ढूंढ के रखा था कि भाई इसको अभी हम शादी करा देंगे. लेकिन मेरे अंदर का निश्चय जो था बिल्कुल पक्का था कि हाँ, मुझे जो है पढ़ाई करनी है आगे और कुछ बनना है अपने जीवन में. तो दैट्स मतलब मेरा जो निश्चय था पक्का था. और मुझे लगता है ये मेरा इंक्रीमेंटल थॉट था कि मुझे कुछ बनना है. तो उस थॉट को आगे चलता वो थॉट जो है आगे चलता गया. और मैंने बीएससी कंप्लीट किया. देन मेरी शादी हुई. उसके बाद मैंने बीएड कंप्लीट किया. देन एमए आई डिड डिप्लोमा इन स्कूल मैनेजमेंट. बहुत सारा ऐसे करके 32 इयर्स ऑफ माय लाइफ मैंने अपनी जो है डिवोशनली एंड डेडिकेशनली इंस्टीट्यूट में जो है एजुकेशन फील्ड में अपने जो है अच्छे तरीके से दिए. अब मेरा जो मैंने देखा ये 32 years में I have seen what are the drawbacks of the education system. So now my quantum thinking is that yes, I want to open a school of a different kind where these all drawbacks will be used as a positive way to improve the quality of education. So I think I can share this much only. Yeah, thank you for giving me chance. And I'm feeling so good about this uh, soil family. Really, it's really. I'm getting knowledge also, and I'm getting to share my experiences and thoughts also. And it's really amazing, really amazing. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Linesh ji. Thank you, Anuj ji. Thank you, Prajakta, for introducing me into this group.
Thank you, Meera ji. Meera ji, you remind me of Usha ji. There is an, I don't know her last name, but there is an Usha ji. She joins us in the evening in the Soil Global Meditation, which we have every alternate Saturday. So she joins us every alternate evening, and your energy, your spirit, your vibe, and your positivity and your smile, everything reminds me of her for some reason. So I hope that when we do our next, this meeting will be next Saturday evening, I believe, at 7 o'clock. I'll send the invite in the group, but do attend, because you will also get to meet her. And here we were talking about, like I think Linesh said that there is internal as well as external quantum thinking. So external quantum thinking is, we've heard a lot of examples, but internal quantum thinking, I would say the best way to, best example I could associate with is meditation. So in case if you want to attend that, in fact, all of you, please do join next Saturday evening. I think we can end the meeting unless anyone has something else to share.
Very good.
Okay, good. Great. So great having all of you here. बहुत अच्छा लगा आप सब आए अपना टाइम निकाल के ये मीनिंगफुल डिस्कशंस के लिए. टुडे इटसेल्फ आई विल अपलोड दिस वीडियो ऑन यूट्यूब. तो अगर आपको किसी के साथ शेयर करना है, आपके फैमिली के साथ, आपके फ्रेंड्स के साथ, किसी ग्रुप में, तो यू कैन, आई मीन प्लीज डू दैट. द ऑब्जेक्टिव इज, जैसे हम लोग क्वांटम थिंकिंग में डिस्कस कर रहे थे, कि सिर्फ अपना भला ना हो, सबका लाभ हो. So I think that is the objective. So next meeting, hope to see all of you. Hope to see you bring along, I would say at least one more person, ताकि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों को इसके बारे में पता हो और पता चले. Because it is different listening to a recording सुन के मैं recording भी सुन सकता हूँ, अपना काम भी कर सकता हूँ, कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ, बर्तन भी धो सकता हूँ, राइट. बट एक चित होके, एकाग्र होके, पूरा ध्यान लगा के उसको सुनना एक अलग ही बात और एक अलग ही एक्सपीरियंस होता है. इसलिए लाइव वर्सेस रिकॉर्डेड होता है. सो ग्रेट, वेरी नाइस दैट ऑल ऑफ यू केम. होप to see you in our next meeting, which is next to next Saturday. Till then, wish you a happy, meaningful life, and take care. And as someone said earlier, think big and think quantum.
Peace, force, and joy to all of you.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Happy
Thank you.
weekend.
Thank you. Thank you. Same to you.
Bye,
Thank you so much. Yeah. Bye.
everyone.